Bill O'Reilly here, Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. House Democrats released the impeachment report. Kamala Harris quits the 2020 presidential race. Hillary Clinton hints she may run again for the White House. Fewer Americans are donating to charity. Rudolph the reindeer accused of bullying. Also ahead, are we being conned by the entire impeachment thing? But first, House Democrats releasing their impeachment report. Adam Schiff's Intel Committee finding the president, quote, subverted U.S. foreign policy toward Ukraine in order to dig up dirt on Joe Biden. The White House maintains Donald Trump's phone call with President Zelensky of Ukraine was legitimate, calling Schiff's summary, quote, the ramblings of a basement blogger. Polls show the public split down the middle, party lines dominating, but independents are souring on the whole impeachment deal. Senator Harris quitting the 2020 race, saying it was the hardest decision of her life. Her campaign collapsed following a series of unsteady debates. The senator taking a shot at Mike Bloomberg on her way out, lamenting she would be able to continue if only she were a billionaire. The real reason Kamala Harris failed is that she has no vivid message. Hillary Clinton refusing to rule out another run for the White House. Mrs. Clinton talking on British TV, teasing a potential rematch with Donald Trump. Mrs. Clinton says many people are begging her to jump into the race. She did not mention anyone specifically, but polls show Hillary Clinton would take the number 2 spot behind Joe Biden if she jumps in. Fewer Americans are giving to charity these days. New study from MarketWatch shows the share of U.S. adults donating dropped in the past 2 decades. About half the U.S. population gave money to charity in 2016, down 66% from 2000. The biggest factor, the decline of religion in America. Christmas classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer under fire from some nuts for allegedly showing scenes containing bullying. On social media, one person writes, the North Pole seems like the most toxic work environment to ever exist. Sure it is. Unbelievable. In a moment, are we all being conned by impeachment? There are literally thousands of abandoned animals that need your help. So I have partnered with Delta Rescue, founded by actor Leo Grillo, to rescue some of them. 40-year-old Delta Rescue is the only no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary of its kind, home to more than 1,500 rescued dogs, cats, and horses on a 150-acre ranch. Visit deltarescue.org/bill to get Delta Rescue's free estate planning package to learn how to grow your estate while letting your compassion for animals live on well into the future. That's deltarescue.org/bill. to get this free estate planning package. I have donated. And since it's the holiday season, enjoy the movie Magic on Delta Rescue's website, free. Magic is the heartwarming story of a Christmas dog that is an angel, played by Christopher Lloyd. deltarescue.org/bill. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Are we all being conned by impeachment? Anti-Trump Congressman Adam Schiff, as we just reported, has released a 300-page report from the House Intelligence Committee saying President Trump should be removed from office because, essentially, he abused his power by asking Ukraine to investigate corruption allegations, some of which concern Joe Biden and his son. The president will not be removed by the Senate, which makes the call on impeachment, because every single president could be impeached for, quote, abusing his power. Let's take a look. During the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln suspended constitutional rights for everyone living in the North. Habeas corpus, the right of privacy, the right of an attorney, the right of charges before imprisonment, all gone. Mr. Lincoln did this because Southern saboteurs and spies were causing so many problems in the North that his Union forces swept them up without a trial, without charges, and incarcerated them in prison of war camps. Therefore, the constitutional right of habeas corpus flew right out the window. For that, Abraham Lincoln could have been impeached, obviously. George Washington used federal troops to destroy the so-called Whiskey Rebellion in Pennsylvania. Now, that was essentially a police action, but Washington ordered troops, federal troops, to go in there and smack these guys around. That was against constitutional apparatus, which says the U.S. Army does not carry out law enforcement duties. Andrew Jackson threatened to shoot people he didn't like. The general and the two-term president was involved in a number of duels and even had a bullet in his body for the rest of his life from one of them. John Adams actually put journalists in prison for sedition. I hope Donald Trump doesn't take a look at what Mr. Adams did, because some of us may be in trouble. JFK, Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, all sent hundreds of thousands of American troops to Vietnam without a congressional declaration of war. About 60,000 American troops were killed there, hundreds of thousands wounded. All three of those presidents could have been impeached on abuse of power, and as we all know, Richard Nixon would have been impeached for Watergate had he not resigned. George W. Bush did the same thing in Iraq. He marched American troops in there without a war declaration, and Congress is the war machine according to the Constitution. Barack Obama told the nation, "You can keep your doctor if you like him." That was not true. Did he abuse his power trying to pass Obamacare by a false statement? Trump, Biden in Ukraine, impeachment? Come on, give us a break. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by writing it. For more commentary, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. And for a great stocking stuffer, please consider my book, The United States of Trump. Directly ahead, something you might not know. Deborah's home was stolen. I don't mean thieves stole stuff. I mean scammers literally stole her home. The FBI calls home title theft one of the fastest growing white-collar crimes. This story is why you need Home Title Lock. Deborah says, quote, "Criminals found the title to our home online and filed fraudulent documents claiming they owned it." And it gets worse. Deborah, quote, "I was evicted from my own home and $85,000 in equity gone. Nobody believes you can get your home stolen this easy," unquote. This is why you need Home Title Lock, because no insurance or bank protects your home from title theft. First things first, please go to HomeTitleLock.com and register your address to see if you're already a victim and don't know it. Then sign up to protect the legal title to your home so you don't end up like Deborah. And to get you started, I got you 60 risk-free days of protection. Please go to HomeTitleLock.com, HomeTitleLock.com. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. It seems to happen earlier every year, Christmas tunes on the radio, classic crooners, novelty songs, religious hymns, nonstop for the next few weeks. If you're planning on having folks over for a little cheer, try throwing some of these seasonal favorites on your playlist. Bing Crosby's White Christmas, the Guinness Book of Records best-selling single of all time. Estimates put sales at 50 million 45s. Remember 45s? They were little records that you put on a record player. White Christmas, the best-seller of all time. It was written by composer Irving Berlin for the 1942 movie Holiday Inn. The song was first performed by Crosby on Christmas Day, 1941. He followed up that hit with another, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Recorded in 1943, the song was popular with soldiers during World War II. Yank, the military GI magazine, said Bing Crosby did more for morale than any other performer ever. The song gave Mr. Crosby his 5th gold record. Jingle Bells, another popular Christmas tune. The song was actually written for Thanksgiving in 1857, just before the Civil War. James Lord Pierpont, an organist at a church in Georgia, performed a song titled The One-Horse Open Sleigh during a Thanksgiving concert. He ultimately changed the name of the song, and it became an instant Christmas classic. Jingle Bells also was the first song broadcast from space. In 1965, the crew of the Gemini 6 entertained Mission Control with a spirited performance to celebrate the holidays. The Christmas song, or as some folks call it, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, was written by Mel Torme, the singer, and recorded by Nat King Cole. Despite mentions of Jack Frost and folks dressed up like Eskimos, the 1944 classic was actually written during a sweltering heat wave the summer prior. For something a bit more modern, try the song that broke Spotify's single-day streaming record last year. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Almost 11 million streams. Back after this. You've been hearing about gold all over the news. Prices continue to climb. Not surprising, given all the warnings of a recession and the uncertainty of the upcoming election. Americans are looking for stability as a way to protect their savings in retirement. That's why I recommend you consider gold and silver as a safe haven for your savings in retirement. The company I recommend and have for years is American Hartford Gold Group. They are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Also, they make it simple and easy for you to invest in physical gold and silver. If you're listening right now, you get a free silver coin from my friends at American Hartford Gold Group. All you have to do is give them a call, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD. Call them now to claim your free silver gift for a limited time and tell them Bill sent you. Or visit them online at www.billfreecoin.com. Again, that's 877-444-4653 or billfreecoin.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.